Stavroula Harissis. I would say I'm a career activist. So we started, we started a Facebook page called No Golden Dawn Chicago, and used that as sort of one of our organizing tools. And it's still like a sort of loose, coalition, I guess, of different individuals and groups that came out.
Chicago stands with the anti-fascist movement in Greece. Chicago is known as the city of immigrants, and today the people of our city and our nation confront the same threats that the people of Greece confront.
I think for me, the point was that as a Greek American, I know that there are people in the Greek American community who might sympathize with the Golden Dawn. But when you enter into an economic crisis like Greece is in, those two parts, like the people lose faith in those parties because they're not able to provide what the people need. And so they look to, more extreme groups. And the thing that the Golden Dawn offers is they also say that the memorandum is wrong, they shouldn't have these austerity measures, but compared to the left, their reason for it is they're saying it's the immigrants' fault, they took all the jobs. What we need to do is go back to the good old days when it was just Greeks and, back to that. Up here, that means that they want to help spread their ideology here, not just to Greek Americans, but, that's where it does start to play into the racism that exists in this country and the anti-immigrant sentiment that exists in this country. So just imagine if you allow something like that to, take root here, and how, what kind of other reactionary racist forces they could join forces with to create something similar in this country.
So it's a fringe group.
Well, it's not. It's not a fringe anymore. And so it was more about. It was one, sending a message like, you're not welcome here. Don't even try and open up an office, or we will, confront you. But it was also about the message of why this group you shouldn't support the Golden Dawn and what they're actually about. I think that my parents are an exception to this, but I think that the majority of the people that did immigrate during that time or that stayed here, that's probably the more important part. The majority of Greek immigrants that have stayed here are the ones who have been successful in small business. They have restaurants. It's a huge stereotype, but it's true. There's a lot of Greek American small business owners. Is a more conservative group of people in terms of their politics. So it's really important that the Greek American community here is aware of what the Golden Dawn actually is and doesn't support. Obviously not as big of a threat here as it is in Greece, but you don't want. I would oppose any hate group that tried to set up an office in my neighborhood, and that's essentially what the Golden Dawn is. They're a hate group.